Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
Authorities are investigating the circumstances surrounding a fire that gutted an auto repair shop in Castleton. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. This right here is what people saw as they drove by Gordy's Auto Repair Shop around 5:15 this morning. Flames were shooting from the roof there. Luckily, no one was inside as the fire tore through it, and these flames eventually led to the roof collapsing. The fire has since been put out, and crews are inspecting the building to see if it's structurally sound. The fire did not spread to any nearby buildings. One firefighter was injured but is expected to be okay. Stay with Valley News Live as we learn more information on this fire. People in parts of the region are dealing with this: snow-covered ditches, roads, and trees. This is just a few miles west of Park Rapids, Minnesota on Highway 34. It's a reminder to take it slow and keep off the cruise control if you're driving. Meanwhile, here in the metro, that precipitation is in the form of rain. To see who got some flakes and who is seeing the rain, let's check in with Storm Team meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good afternoon. Yes, rain more in the Southern Valley, especially at the heart of the Red River Valley, where we're a little lower in elevation. It was a little bit higher up over toward the west into the east where we did see the snow, and up north too. Cavalier got hit by some snow last night and this morning. It is looking a little better there. Some of the snow on the road has melted, and that's the good thing about this time of year, is a lot of times that snow melts pretty quickly once it falls on that darker surface, and the roads are quickly clearing here in the valley. But keep in mind, there's going to still be some icy patches in some parts of the state in both Minnesota and North Dakota, and some slushy conditions as well. A lot of the precipitation has ended, as you see here on our radar and satellite map, though we still have the potential for more of that affecting us as we head into the afternoon, with daytime driven showers popping up potentially. But the vast majority of the precipitation has moved off to the east. Here's a look at our visibility. Big improvements from this morning. We're looking at just Baudette and Roseau seeing some lower visibility right now, and temperatures on the rise. We're at 41 in Fargo, 40 in Grand Forks. Not the warmest day in the world, that's for sure, especially when you factor in those winds. We have some gusts into the 20s. That'll make you feel even cooler out there. Eventually warming up to about 46 today in Fargo, and again, we do have that chance for a couple of spotty showers. We'll talk about that in your hour-by-hour planner, and we'll take a look at the rest of the week's forecast too, coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Lisa. And despite today's rain, more burn restrictions are going in place in Minnesota. On the map, that turquoise color is where burning permits are required. Now, that includes northwest Minnesota and Otter Tail County. Yellow means a variance permit is required. If fires get out of control and authorities are called in, you will be responsible for covering their cost. The Moorhead Police Department took in roughly 125 pounds of unwanted medications after its take-back event. Police collected these 9 boxes of meds at both Walgreens stores in the city this weekend. Authorities say this helps ease the opioid epidemic in the region and is also good for the environment. Now, if you missed the event, the police have an unwanted medication drop-off at the Law Enforcement Center lobby. Driving in downtown Fargo is going to be even more annoying today. More streets are shutting down. At 7 this morning, crews closed the Main Avenue and 4th Street South intersection to all directions, and it's expected to remain closed until about late June. That's being done because the work zone is moving west. Crews are rebuilding the area between the Red River Bridge and Broadway, much of which includes a 60-year-old underground infrastructure. This is the first year of that project. And traffic on Center Avenue in downtown Moorhead will be down to 1 lane in each direction starting today. Crews are replacing water mains along that stretch from 4th to 8th Streets. As soon as that gets done, crews move to work on the Center Avenue Bridge, which will be closed for 6 to 8 weeks. The Center Avenue project is expected to last until mid-July. Also this week, Moorhead plans to clean and reopen South River Shore and the old toll bridge at 12th and 15th Avenues North. They have been closed because of the flood. People in the metro have another grocery store option, and it's a familiar name. The new Hornbachers on Cheyenne Street is officially open. It's the first Hornbachers in West Fargo, and it has a liquor store, pharmacy, popcorn shop, Caribou, and Gate City Bank all inside.
We've been in business for 68 years, and this is our first time that we've been able to get into West Fargo. And a lot of it is West Fargo has been growing for so fast, for so long. All they were doing was building houses. And so now we had to wait to find a spot to build a grocery store.
This morning, there was a line outside the building, and it took 15 minutes just to let everybody in. The store will be open 24/7. Meanwhile, the West Fargo School District planned on breaking ground this morning for the new middle and high school, but because of our weather, that has been delayed. Stay with us to see when construction will start on the new schools. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the number of insect-borne diseases is on the rise. Wearing an effective insect repellent is an important step against mosquitoes and ticks that can spread diseases like West Nile and Lyme. Consumer Reports has ratings for 37 different repellents and can tell you which ones work best to ward off the pest. Valley News Team's Lisa Badeau has our story.
Tamara and her husband Dimitri love spending time outdoors and hike every day with their dog Aria and routinely use repellents.
We are very cognizant of mostly ticks, less so mosquitoes, but that certainly is an issue.
Consumer Reports tests repellents that contain DEET or other active chemicals like picaridin and oil of lemon eucalyptus. To see how effective each repellent is, Consumer Reports enlists panelists willing to stick their arms into these cages filled with disease-free mosquitoes.
Earlier years of testing have showed that if a repellent does well against mosquitoes, it generally tends to do well against ticks as well.
So, which repellents work best? Here's the good news. It's not about which brands perform better, but more about the concentration of the active ingredients.
We found that concentrations of DEET at 25 to 30% are really the best to keep you protected.
Off Deepwood Sportsman Insect Repellent 4 Dry with 25% DEET performed excellent against mosquitoes. Or this CR Best Buy Benz with 30% DEET. If you prefer wipes, CR recommends Repel Insect Repellent Mosquito Wipes with 30% DEET.
So a lot of folks are worried that DEET might not be safe, but really there's a lot of evidence to show that when you follow the directions on the label, when you use it properly, DEET is very effective and it's also safe.
Lisa Badeau, Valley News Live.
Consumer Reports also tested repellents that use natural ingredients like citronella, peppermint, and soybean oil to keep the bugs away. Unfortunately, those products performed poorly in CR's test. But you can learn more about DEET-free repellents that Consumer Reports says are effective from their video on our website, along with information on how to apply that repellent safely. The NDSU women's basketball team has a new leader. He's Jory Collins, and he just finished his first year as an assistant at the University of Kansas. We'll have more on this new hire tonight at 6 in our sports.